Product review time with DJ Beach King, solo DJ up in Northern California. If you're anything like me, you've had the temptation to go online, buy Chinese DJ lights because they're cheap and you're trying to save a buck or two and you don't have a trailer, you don't want to DMX a bunch of stuff. Whatever reason's going on in your head, I'm sure you came across Chinese DJ lights, saw the price of them, you were interested, maybe you bought something, maybe you liked it, maybe you didn't. Today's review is exactly that. So I bought a light bar from a company called OPPSK. I bought it on Amazon. I was originally looking at the ADJ UB12, and it's a light bar. It's 41 inches, it's a little over 3 feet. I want to put it for my facade, so I use a regular normal facade with a cloth on it. So I wanted to step it up a little bit, get a light bar, but that ADJ UB12 is 300 bucks, right? So I got on Amazon, Chinese light bar. This one was the 72 watt by 24 LED, I believe is what it was. 80 bucks. So 300 bucks, 80 bucks, you do the math, pretty simple. So what I'm gonna do today is, and this isn't my first time buying Chinese lights, which is why I wanted to do this review. I actually have a few par lights that work honestly just fine, depending on really what you're doing with them. You can get away with buying the $20, $30, $40 par lights. And if you're just gonna put a static, let's say you're gonna just put a static, a few colors, whether it's straight on your facade or to the sides, something you don't need, you just kind of set it and go. The other thing too, I'll say Halloween at my house, I put some lights in my front yard. Simple, super cheap. So I actually have one of them right here. I won't review it on this one, but same company, OPPSK. I want to say it's like 25 bucks for a par light. Does the job. But I'm going to explain why to get something more than that in this video. So what I want to do is I want to show you this, and I want to show you the experience that you're going to have when you buy Chinese DJ lights and why you get what you pay for. So what 41 inches, so 3 feet. So kind of give you an idea, like one full facade panel, you'll get coverage on a full, basically if you're just gonna put on your center one, you'll get full coverage in your center facade panel, which is cool, which is what I wanted. It's got power out on it, power in, your DMX cables, and your settings on your menu. So honestly, this right here, I don't know if you can see that. This right here is what we're going to be looking at, because this is where it's going to be a bit of a differentiator, and this is where we're going to be possibly a little bit frustrated. So I'm going to plug this thing in. The other thing too, came with an instruction manual, 24 pieces LED, washer light. In the manual, so in the manual it goes over different settings on the channel. So it'll give you, I don't know if that'll reach in, zoom in. It'll give you your channel settings, what numbers to push, what it's gonna do. This honestly, I've tried looking at these before, but it's just kind of a guess, honestly. Okay. It's a really bright light. That's definitely not at all what I was worried about, so I could blind you guys for sure with this thing. It's for sure gonna be effective in terms of brightness, lighting, that. Really what I want to know and what I want to see is how I'm going to use this. Okay, we're going to switch gears right now, and we're going straight into the menu. And this is going to be a big part of what I wanted to show you guys when we are talking about looking at these Chinese DJ lights. So you've got your menu here. It's going to give you menu, up, down, enter, some menu items that you just can't understand. So right now, I believe it's on sound activated. So I've got there's the microphone right there. So when I'm on sound, you can see it switching up. Works just fine. So now when I go to menu here, so I'm gonna go to menu, hopefully that gave you an idea of what I was kind of trying to get at. To summarize it is I would say this. once I figure out this menu and the setting, like I said, it does have a little user menu. I need to look through it and see kind of what it means. Once I can interpret this thing, I think I could make this work. But on the flip side, that's what you're going to deal with when you get Chinese lights. Your experience could be way different than mine. This has been my experience almost every time with these lights. And I don't know if it gets any easier with other brands. But again, to expect with what you get, I'm going to say this. I think in terms of quality and lighting, I think it's sufficient, right? With the ADJ product, will it get brighter? I mean, there's different ones that you can buy, but I honestly think this would be sufficient for what I'm trying to use it for. I think my biggest beef is, again, trying to set it up, not knowing what I should do, how to set it up. And if you guys have any tips for me or any better way on how to do that, please comment, let me know what you think. Okay, so in conclusion, I guess the golden question is would I recommend this product? And I'm gonna say I would recommend it for a certain application. Again, if you can figure out the menu, how to put it on what you want, and let's say you want a blue wall, you want 2 blue walls on the neck, on both sides of you, go for it. 80 bucks, buy it, set it, hopefully nothing changes. Again, I don't have a lot of confidence in the menu and how the things work. That's kind of my biggest beef with this. So as much as I would recommend it, I recommend with caution. If you are starting out and you want to get a few things, add some lights, I don't think it's a bad route to go. You can get a light bar, you can get a few par lights, set them up. It's not going to be a professional setup. If you want full control, you can DMX this. And maybe that would be, I don't want to say maybe, that's most likely the best bet to use something like this. But again, I don't currently use DMX, and hopefully that's something that I might change in the near future. But alright, well that's a wrap on the review. If you've bought Chinese DJ lights before and had a good or bad experience, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what your experience was. Anyone else watching this, I'm sure, would also be interested. Because again, we're looking at different options, whether it's to save money, add to your gear, whatever it is. We could use help from other DJs, other guys that have used these lights before. So again, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.